Pledge of Allegiance. Because at the end of the pledge are these words: with liberty and justice for all. And so the word that matters most is justice. And as the Attorney General, it's that person's job to see that justice is done throughout our system here in Michigan. Today, there's a city that's in near Lake Huron, a city of 777 people. It's called Caseville. Today, they found out that their water has been poisoned by a carcinogen. But yet the DEQ says, well, it won't kill you, so you can still drink the water. Have we heard that someplace before?
Yes.
Flint? We also have heard it in places like Rockford. We've heard it in places like Oscoda. We've heard it in places like Muskegon. We've heard it even in places like Detroit, where the water is supposed to be drinkable. But yet, there's one thing we don't hear about, not all too often, and that's how people benefit from the groundwater in Michigan. There's a company that's called Nestle. Oh, this is Kroger purified water. It's not Nestle. But the point of the matter is that Nestle can pump 579,000 gallons of water each and every day by paying a fee of $200.
A year.
A year. A year. Does anybody here have a $200 a year water bill? Wouldn't you like that? So the point I want to leave you with, because it's important that you hear this, is that I'm interested in justice. That's what matters most to the citizens of the state, whether it's in education. We need justice in education because we have public charter schools that are skimming off monies that would ultimately go to the education in public schools. Voting and voting rights. Citizens United at the national level. We've got Citizens United on steroids here in Michigan. Injustice. The environment. Who gets to drink water? Water's not a luxury. Water's a necessity. And ultimately, we need to make sure that justice is done in this state. We have somebody sitting in the White House who lies on a regular basis. It seems that has trickled down to the state of Michigan, where we don't know if we can trust our elected officials. And the one thing I want you to know is that I will do everything in my power, if I'm fortunate enough to be endorsed as your AG candidate, to make sure that we can trust our officials, because if we can't, I don't mind making them do a perp walk. As a former prosecutor, I love to see them take that long walk in handcuffs, even if it means it's the governor of our state. So ultimately, I just want you to know that I'm not in this for any reason other than making sure that justice is served, justice is provided. I'm not a young guy. I'm young at heart. I'm 61 years of age. I can't hang with Mr. Acker, I think it was, who talks about being young and virile. I'm still virile, but not quite as young. But I do know what it means to be around young people because I teach at the University of Michigan Dearborn. I do know what it means to when you are disappointed by the things that happen each and every day. There are things that happen every day that today, as I'm watching the news, I almost want to cry. And I know men aren't supposed to cry. But when I see what we've done and how divided a country we've become, how divided a state we've become, I want to cry. But have hope. And it's important that we have hope during this week of all weeks. Easter, Passover, and the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination. This country was built on hope. This state was built on hope. And I look forward to restoring that hope by acting as your Attorney General to do what's right, because I know what is right, and that's all I intend to do. My name is Bill Noakes. Thank you for your time, and let's go Blue.